Welcome back, everyone. It is Sunday, April 20th in the NBA, and I have 5 plays ready to go. As always, we're going to dive into a recap, but first, I want to say happy Easter to everyone out there. Thank you for tuning in on a Sunday, and hopefully you guys have a great day celebrating. But we need to recap how we did yesterday, and it's not a great day to celebrate. I didn't recap all of Friday's plays. We lost PJ and Klay Thompson, but yesterday was a 2-3 day. In terms of the units, really more of like a 2-2 day losing juice because we did cash our biggest play of the day, Jokic, over in points. He was a 3/4 unit compared to a half unit for the rest of them. And the Jokic 35 plus did not hit. They ended up doubling him a lot more. What do you have? Like 27 points with like 6 minutes left. And he barely got to the points we needed. We needed overtime. We did have a bad read. I'll live with Malik Beasley under in threes. That was a bad read on my end. And Aaron Gordon, he had 20 at the end of regulation, got some more in overtime. But again, I didn't expect the Clippers to just start doubling out of nowhere. And they basically said, anyone else but Jokic and Gordon beat us. We'll see what they do in game 2, though. But that wasn't really the worst part. We all know what the worst part of the day was. Let's pull it up. Day 4, the ladder challenge lost. And you see, Cade Cunningham, 1 point. I mean, come on. Can't make that up. Honestly, we didn't deserve to even be that close. It was a bad read. I did not expect the Knicks to double Cade like they did, but it's a game 1. It's kind of hard to really get a feel out for what's going to go down. Tough one there with Cade finishing a point short. Had one opportunity at the end of the game. He tried to draw a foul on a 3-pointer. They didn't give it to him, but we'll be back with vengeance later today. I'll probably have it in the Magic and Celtics game, so stay tuned for that. Well, let's start the day with a parlay, and actually 2 parlays, and we'll begin actually in that Magic and Celtics game. 2 long shot parlays. Let's talk about these first 2 picks of the day. Here you got them. We're playing both of them for 0.1 units. So nothing crazy here, just a 0.1 unit. So if your unit size is $100, you put $10 on this. If it's a $10, you put $1. You go on and so forth. They're very simple and simplistic and pretty easy to read. The first one is Jason Tatum, Paolo Banchero, and Jaylen Brown, all to score 25 or more points. The second one, I used my no sweat token, so you should get your money back. 30 plus for all of them. You see the odds. If they all get 25 plus, we win 1.2 units. And if they all get 30 plus, I'll record shirtless tomorrow because we'd win 13 units. Do I think these are like, oh, these are going to hit like a normal straight bet? No, but they're long shot parlays, and I think there's an outcome that these could hit. I think they hit at least once in this series. Why is that? Because the Magic and Celtics play defense very similar to each other. Granted, this is the postseason. We'll see if things change. I don't see much changing here. They stay home on shooters. They're one of the best, 2 of the best spot up defenses, and they let the stars go off on them. They'll live with it. So again, Tatum, Banchero, Brown, all these guys, these 3 should have plenty of opportunity. I don't see great matches for Kristaps or Derek White or Jrue Holiday. And these guys are going to get the minutes. I get it. There's a big spread here. I get it. It's a low total, but I think that this is worth taking a shot on. So again, 30 plus for all 3, 25 plus for all 3. Let's see if we can get it done. And I certainly think we have a chance. Is it going to hit? Probably not. You look at the odds, probably not. But hey, I think we got a shot there. And I think the 30 plus comes home. Whew. We'll see what we do, man. That would be electric. But let's dive into our straight bets of the day. What am I saying? And I really like the 2 we got in this video. So let's dive in. The first one will be Fred VanVleet under 14.5 points. Third play of the day, a half unit on his under, minus 115 on Bet365. I don't mind it at 13.5. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Fred VanVleet's been bad. There's no way around it for me to say, oh, there's all these underlying. No, he's been bad. If he doesn't qualify based on the games played, but he has the lowest field goal percentage in the NBA. He's shooting 37.8%. He's shooting 34% from 3. He's been bad. And does he figure it out at home against the Warriors, who's been a pretty good defense? I'm willing to pay to find out. It's only a half unit play, so I'm not going too crazy on it. But if you were to look at Fred VanVleet head to head, and I mean, here are all of his numbers back on PropsMadness, head to head versus the Warriors, he has struggled 11, 13, 8, and then 3 points. He's been bad, and now he scores his points. Pick and roll ball handler, where the Warriors rank 4th, scores 60% of his points on above the break threes, where they're a top 10 defense. I just don't know how he's getting it done. If he does, I tip the cap. But again, they got Jalen Green. He's going to play a lot of minutes. Şengün. They got Jabari Smith Jr. and Tari Eason off the bench. Dylan Brooks, Amen Thompson. They got 7 or maybe 8 if you want to count Steven Adams in their rotation. So Fred VanVleet, bully, shoot the ball, yeah, but I have no confidence in the shots going in, and he has just looked off this year. This is the guy I would probably buy low on this year, maybe next year. But again, I just don't know if he's figuring it out. Having a bunch of days off, I'll fade Fred VanVleet. Give me his under 14.5 points. If he figures it out, tip the cap. I just don't. I got to do it. I got to do it. He's really struggled in this matchup this season. Under 14.5 points. Don't mind it at 13.5. I got an over, though, for you all. It is going to be a guy in the Heat in a Cavaliers game. It's Duncan Robinson over 5.5 points, minus 118 on FanDuel. Duncan will come off the bench, so you're not expecting him to start here. If he starts, even better. But when I look at this matchup, the Heat are clearly outmatched, especially offensively. The Heat really don't have a lot of offensive options. They got Tyler Hero. Bam Adebayo will probably get Evan Mobley, so he's not in a great matchup. They need scoring, and Alec Burks probably starts, but he doesn't get a ton of minutes. And I get Davion Mitchell will come off the bench, but he's going to be in there mostly for defensive purposes. And we know the Cavaliers, one of the teams that shoots the most threes in the NBA. In fact, 3-point attempts NBA. If I were to look team 3-pointer attempts, I'd imagine they're up here. Get out of here. Yeah, I mean, they're fourth most. So when you look at Miami, they're 16th most. That's just clear. We're going to be playing at a disadvantage here in terms of the 3-point line. And so Duncan Robinson, who is arguably their best shooter, I think he gets some extra minutes here. And he's played well against the Cavaliers this season. And I think this is just a game where you need him out there a little bit more. I looked at his threes, which was plus money, but I'd rather just ask him to score the points. Now, if you look at Duncan and you're just a hit rate based person, 19 of 24 games he's gone over. That's pretty solid. Head to head wise, great numbers, 23, 13, and 14. Now, some of these games like Hero didn't play here, Jimmy Butler, I mean, I guess they were fully healthy here, if you will. But I really look at his spot up shooting. They've struggled there. That's where the Cavs will give up points, 24th in spot up defense. So I look at a guy like Duncan. He's going to come in and be used as a spark plug. We've seen in the 2 play-in games, these most recent games, 8 points in 17 minutes. Didn't play a lot in this game, but still got the 6 points in 10 minutes. So I look at him as a guy that can come in here, give us a spark. If the Miami Heat get off to a slow start and they're down 10 points early, maybe we bring in a spark plug like Duncan Robinson. He's a guy that we know can score the basketball. That's what he's in there to do. He's not in there for defensive purposes, but if you're trailing, are we really putting guys in for defensive purposes, or are we trying to lean towards trying to get back in the game? You need to make some threes to get back in a game. And I just don't see it being a great spot for the rest of his teammates. Like I said, Tyler Hero, their number 1 scorer. You can see how he scores. Not bad, but again, 5th in pick and roll ball handler defense. So I look at this as a spot where they're going to need scoring. Duncan Robinson, their best 3-point shooter. I think he goes in there and plays 12 to 18 minutes. I think he gets 6 points in there. He can make 2 threes, get to the free throw line. They're going to need his offense. Plain and simple. They're going to need it. Let's hope he delivers. Let's hope he gets some good volume. If he gets some good volume in minutes, we'll take it. It is a game 1, so the rotation should expand a little bit as opposed to when they were playing those elimination games, lose and you're out of there. So they should get some more minutes of the other guys. We don't need to be playing Hero and Bam 45 minutes here. This should be a spot where maybe Duncan gets some extra minutes and maybe he even gets blowout minutes if that's what it comes down to. So I really do like Duncan Robinson's over in points. And then final play of the day will be our Dub Club exclusive play. It's also an over in points. You can check that out. It's linked down below. $10 off your first month. Join if you want. There's a link in the description. Get in those Dub Club exclusive plays. Lost our last 2. Very tight ones. I really like today's. It's an over in points. It's on a star. You can check it out. So again, shorter slate than normal. We have 3 straight bets, which are Fred VanVleet's under, Duncan Robinson's over, and this over in points. It's Upgo exclusive. And then we have those 2 parlays just for 0.1 units. So not going crazy like, hey, 10 units on this parlay, but I think we have a chance here. I get it. It might look, I mean, it's plus 13,000 odds. So like, I'm not saying empty the bankroll on it, but I think we got a chance. I think if they play defense how they normally do, these 2 teams, you're going to see Tatum and Brown get extensive workload. And then you're taking your chance with them making shots. If they make shots, it could be a blowout. But again, if the Magic are to stay in this game any bit competitively, it's probably Banchero. He's their best player, and he's going to shoot a ton and probably be defended in one-on-one coverage. So again, I look at these 3 guys that probably get 20-plus shots each. If they're making their shots, I think they easily could get to 25 each. 30-plus might be a stretch, but when I looked at the odds of 30, I was just going to do the 25-plus. Then when I looked at the odds of 30-plus, I was like, well, I got to at least take a swing and a shot at this one. So we'll take a shot there. Does it hit? Probably not. But hey, I certainly think it has a chance. Better than a plus 13,000 chance. I get it's the low total, but Celtics sometimes play with their food in the first game. So be careful. But again, I like the plays we got today. As I said, the ladder challenge will return probably in that Magic and Celtics game. I'll probably have some unders in there. Let's have ourselves a day. Why not us? I think we have a great card cooked up for you. And if you want to join the Dub Club, you get $10 off your first month. Link down below. Let's just have a good day. I'll be back with the ladder challenge later today. I'm targeting, like I said, that Magic Celtics game. So I'll try to get it live by like 1 p.m. Eastern time, because I think that game starts at 3, right? Doesn't that game start at like 3 or something like that? 3:30. So I'll try to get it live with at least 2 hours in advance of that game. But that is the one I will be targeting. Either way, have a wonderful day. Good luck on all your wagers. Have a great Easter. I'll see you guys back on Monday with some more. If you want to check out our MLB video, somewhere here, if you want to buy low on someone, it's us in the MLB. We've been ice cold, but we haven't had a losing season there. We're turning it around today. 3-0. Have a great day. See you in the next one. Peace.